Hey, this is Rick. I'm just doing a quick listener shout out before the show starts. This goes to Yelena, Cassie, and Lily on their way to school and work, listening to some wisdom for the day. Welcome to Wisdom for the Day. Today is day 45. We are in the 5th chapter of the book of Proverbs, verses 13 and 14, from the New Living Translation. Oh, why didn't I listen to my teachers? Why didn't I pay attention to my instructors? I have come to the brink of utter ruin, and now I must face public disgrace. Solomon warns his son, and he explains what will happen to a foolish son. The son will become an old man one day, and then he'll ask himself what his life achieved. He's going to see that he achieved nothing. His ruined life because he didn't serve God. Instead, the foolish son served his emotions and his desires, and he wasted his energy on cruel people. His strength brought wealth to another man's home. We should think about our lives. Jesus spoke about this in Matthew chapter 7, 24 through 27. A wise man built a house on a rock. When the storms came, the house was strong. A fool built his house on sand, and when the storms came, the house fell down. We should be like the wise man in the story. We should build our lives on a strong base. That base should be God. When problems come, God will protect us, and He'll help us. But if we build a house on something weak, the house is going to fall down. That's verses 26 through 27 in Matthew. In the same way, our lives need a strong base. Our emotions are not a strong base for our lives. And if we trust our emotions, we're going to become very weak. We need to build our lives in God's way. Paul wrote about sex in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, 12 through 20. He said, "Your body does not belong to you. Jesus bought your body for a price." And Paul means the price of Jesus' death for us. We belong to God. Therefore, use your body to give honor to God. The Lord will guide the humble in justice and will teach them His way. But what about the not humble? The proud, the conceited, the arrogant? God won't lead and teach them because they're too stiff-necked, too self-sufficient to ask for God's help. The passage that we just read speaks of a person willfully refusing to listen to God's instructions. One of my former pastors had a sign hanging on the wall in his office, and it said, "When one door closes, it's probably locked and your key is on the other side." Like with many non-biblical proverbs, this has a grain of truth to it. Namely, if you willfully shut a door in your life against God's instructions, then it's going to be very difficult to undo. In the same way, if you say something snide or vile to someone, it's pretty much impossible to unsay that thing, no matter how much you want to. So let me ask you, do you need to control your tongue? Have you ignored the counsel of a godly person? Well, that's all for today. But I'll be back tomorrow. But if you just miss me so much and have to hear my voice, remember to go to wisdomfortheday.org. You can check out all the past episodes. And if you like this show, do me a favor, please. Tell someone about it. You can share it on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But really what works best is if you send them a link by text. Because you can add a note and say, "I really enjoy this show, and I think you would too." You have a lot more influence than you believe you do. Until tomorrow, I'm Rick. I love you. See ya.